Um, yeah, huh. Good morning. I'm not doing anything. Good morning, Sonny. Welcome in. I I woke up and I was like, oh, I need to go live today. And so I'm like, let me just get up. I'll go ahead and go live now. I'm gonna just be on here for a few minutes, mainly to just talk about my new program that's launching. I'm launching a Digital Wealth Academy. So yeah, I'm trying to music. So anyway, I don't know what it is. But good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome in, welcome in. Do me a favor, take your finger, tap on the screen. That'll help send this live out to more people. I am looking like a hot mess express this morning, but I don't really care. I care, but I don't care because I have a goal, and that is to what's today? What? I don't know if I went live Monday. I don't even remember. I don't think I did. But I'm gonna try to go live every day over this week. I don't know what the hell TikTok is doing. It was really on some other stuff yesterday and today. So let me know, where are you, Simi? Where are you? Are you up here in the mountains of Virginia in the good old USA? And I guess it's gonna be like a get ready with me type of thing. So good morning, everybody. Welcome. I'm trying to find down. But good morning. Actually, probably gonna get back to sleep after I finish this live. So I'm gonna stick with it. And then I'm gonna lay back down for a while because I don't know. I didn't go to sleep too late. Maybe around one. I think I was asleep by one, which is pretty early for me because the day before yesterday I didn't go to sleep until 6 a.m. So yeah, yesterday, like the night before, I didn't go to sleep until yesterday morning. So, and it's crazy because I woke up at I don't know if you do a match. I don't always feel like talking to people like that, like in the match. Good morning, Pamela. Welcome in. So anyway, real quick, I'm gonna my laptop battery because it keeps saying that it's charged, but every time I move it, like if the cord comes out, I don't want to do a match right now. TikTok stop saying people to do a match with. Good Lord, leave me alone. You know, TikTok, I don't want to do a match right now. Anyway, I think my laptop is dead. I mean, my battery is dead on my laptop because if I move even though it keeps saying it's charged, but if the cord comes out, then it's like a couple of seconds it goes off. So pretty sure I need a new battery. I've had that laptop for a while and I've never gotten a new battery. So welcome and everybody. Just take your time on the screen. Let's send this live out to with people. And the reason I wanted to say that, I wanted to bring my laptop because I wanted to show you guys inside of DWA, which is Digital Wealth Academy, which is the program that I'm doing now. I launched. Well, I didn't create the program, but I'm doing the program and I'm launching it this week. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to get on TikTok and do my thing. And man, let me tell you, TikTok has just been hot. I mean, you think I'm a hot mess express? The TikTok is doing the most, man. And people are having like 0 views. I don't know. Have you guys seen that? Like, have you posted recently and had like no views? So I thought it was just me, but apparently no. It's a whole lot of people, and a lot of the bigger creators. I mean, like to have like millions of followers, their accounts are active. Just in case those of you notice something was wrong, but you don't necessarily. You notice something was wrong, but you don't necessarily keep up with the what the heck is going on with TikTok. Yeah. So let me know in the comments if you have been posting and your views are low. Like, are you seeing those views or no views? Like, I posted a couple of videos that had 0 views. So one I did early in the day yesterday, and then when I looked at it before I went to sleep, which was after midnight, it had 5 views. I was like, what the hell are y'all saying? 5 views? You gotta be kidding me. But yeah, that's what it was. It was like 5 views, and that was after like hours of doing posting. I'm trying to get my phone out. I think I got it. My name is Sarah. I am a mom of 6, a world traveler, I'm a serial entrepreneur, and I'm here to set people free. Yes. Free from the stress and the strife and the deadline and the 9 to 5 and anything else you might not want to do. My main focus right now is helping new and overwhelmed digital marketers and small content creators. And you know, Gen X, people that are heading into retirement or you're past retirement, or you think you can never retire because you don't have enough money, or just people that are sick and tired of being sick and dang tired, you know what I mean? You just want to have more money than month, because we all know what it's like to have more money than money. Well, I'm not gonna say we all do, but a lot of us know what it's like to have more month than money. Like, you worked all week, did all the things, and you might be employee of the month, year, week, whatever, and you still can't pay your dang bills. And it's just like, what, man, what the hell? And so I'm here to help those people. I'm here to really, you want to learn how to make money from online, from your phone, working a couple hours a day, then I am your girl. So welcome in. Okay, so I talk about Digital Wealth Academy, and like I said earlier, I'm a little bit annoyed because I wanted to go into the back office, and I was like the training. We had a training, an onboarding, and I wanted to show you guys the onboarding so you can get an idea of what to expect inside of the program. But that's all about it, because if you want it, just go right there to the, you know what, in my bio, and put in your information. So what'll happen is, where my face is up there, just tap the screen up there where my face is. Then it's gonna open up to my profile. Tap my face again. It's gonna open up to my site. Now before that, TT is gonna give you a scary disclaimer saying you're leaving. Yes, you are going to be going to my site. And once you get there, what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down a little bit and you're going to see where it says Digital Wealth Academy. And it's going to say $497, but don't worry about that. You're going to click that and it's going to open up and show you the whole program and all that kind of stuff. So if you're like, okay, yeah, this looks good, I'm interested in this, I want to make $422 every time somebody decides that they want to make some money from their phone too, then you'll click on there and you do the installments. They have installments, so you can start with like some people can start with $0 out of pocket, so you can do that. And anytime somebody else comes and wants to do the program too, you'll get $422 for them too. So yay, it's pretty cool. And the thing is that, but what I do, this is called affiliate marketing, and it's also high ticket. So you see people that have, like maybe ebooks or something that they sell that's like $7, $27, something like $47. Those are called low ticket offers. I don't do low ticket offers, even though I'm gonna have something that's like a low ticket thing. I don't really do low ticket offers, and here's why. You want to know why? Here's why. Because it takes the same amount of effort for me to go live this morning to tell you about Digital Wealth Academy, right? It takes the same amount of effort to tell you about my program this morning as it takes and make $422 when somebody's like, yes, I'm tired of the struggle bus. I want to make some money. Like, what do I need to do? I'm serious. I'm ready. Enough is enough. And to make this live to tell you about this program, right, is it worth to tell you about a $27 program? And then this program I can offer you so much more because right, you would get whatever's inside of a $27 program, ebook, whatever, and be able to make $422 every time somebody else says, yes, this sounds good. I'm interested. What do I need to do? I want it to help me and my family not to have to struggle anymore, not to have to be stressed out like, here comes the first of the month, you're like, oh my God, it's the first of the month. But instead of you being excited, because we're still in the first part of the month, right? But instead of being excited, like, yes, new month, it's kind of like short lived because you realize, yeah, it's the first of the month, but most most people have a lot of bills that come out when the first of the month. So it's like, oh my gosh, I'm excited for a new month. Oops, but I can only be so excited because whatever money I do have, right, I've got to use it to pay all these bills or to buy a little bit of food. And so when all that's done, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the whole money situation is about to get worse because of this war, right? So this war that the U.S. started. Now I'm not gonna. Well, the U.S. did start it, but and not even the U.S. Like our president and Pete Hegseth started this war. Now I don't know what whoever they're blaming. That's fine. They want to say Israel. They want to say Iran. Whatever. The point is, we're in a war, and so whether you support it or you don't support it, um, we are at war, and so this is going to get worse. They closed this place called the Strait of Hormuz. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer on, some of y'all might be ready to go to work and stuff like that. But here's the bottom line of what this means and why it's bad, but it's also an opportunity for you to be able to make a difference in your life. They closed this place called the Strait of Hormuz, right? So the Strait of Hormuz basically is where a lot of products come through the Strait of Hormuz. This is in the Middle East, of course. A lot of oil comes through. They've shut down some of the oil refineries. I believe Qatar, same country, shut down some of the oil fields. Kuwait, some different places in the region are shut down producing oil, right? Because they're like afraid that they're gonna get bombed, and it's hard. In fact, they can't transport the oil out because it's unsafe. So oil prices are gonna go up. Well, what's made out of oil that we use in this country? A whole lot of things, but one thing for sure is gasoline, right? So gas prices will probably be going up. Um, um, the cost of a lot of goods that are shipped through the state of remove them, they have to find other routes. And you gotta remember, when you think about how long it takes a ship to get somewhere, it takes ships months to go from one place to another place in the world, right? So these big shipping things, ships that you see, it takes them months. So if like, okay, a month ago you set out for the Strait of Hormuz to go deliver whatever product you have, and now all of a sudden you can't go there. Your route is disrupted, or you get there, but you can't dock to unload your cargo, or whatever your cargo is going bad, or it's not going to be delivered. Well, what's going to happen now? The supply chain is going to break down. So if you don't, what that means is like, remember when COVID happened and it was hard for people to get things because which I kept talking about the supply chain. That's part of the supply chain. Like it's just the way goods and services, not goods and services, I mean goods get from one place to another. And if it's disrupted, guess what? Now they gotta start all over. They gotta make a new plan. Okay, we can't deliver this. So can we easily get back out of here to take a different route? Are we stuck in whatever port it is? So it's a whole lot, y'all. So the economy is going to take a hit because of this war. Again, I'm not telling you to love it or hate it. I personally, I'm for peace, not war. But yeah, people are going to be losing their jobs. People are already stressed out about AI, right? Which I'm personally using AI to my advantage. Why? Because AI is here. AI is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. It's going to continue to evolve, grow, change. Here's what's going to happen. Some people are going to make fortunes, and some people are going to lose everything. The reason is because people that refuse to adapt and change always get left behind. Think of businesses think of like Blockbuster. Remember when people first started streaming, and Blockbuster used to be the biggest thing going, right? Yeah, Blockbuster. I can see the other ones. I can't think of it. If somebody knows the other big um, video store that used to be at Video Warehouse. Anyway, there used to be these big chain stores, right? For those of you that are under a certain age, you might not really remember Blockbuster. But they used to rent like uh, DVDs and stuff, so people could watch movies and stuff from home, right? Well, when the new stuff came out, like Netflix and other streaming services, they refuse to change. They're not like, no, that's not the last. That's a fluke. Nobody's gonna pay money to sit home and watch something streaming on their TV when they can come out of the house. When they can come out of the house, be uncomfortable, have to go to the store, get a tape, da da da. They refuse to change it. So of course, they went out of business because by the time they decided to change, it was already too late because the other companies had already taken over. So like Blockbuster had the opportunity to work with Netflix, and they refused. And so you see what happened. Okay, no more Blockbuster. All right, so I don't want y'all to be that. That was not to be a Debbie Downer. It was just to tell you you can't conquer what you won't confront. And so we got to conquer the reality that this world is changing. That life as we know it will never ever be the same. Um, and so we are where we are. We can't bury our heads in the sand like ostriches and act like, oh, this isn't happening or it's going to change and things are going to go back to normal. No, 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 no. There's a whole new normal. And so whether you love Trump, whether you hate Trump, whether you, and there's really nobody I know that's indifferent to him. They either really love him or they really hate him. They don't like him at all. Um, when his administration is over, however that comes about, it is going to take literally decades, decades for there to be a stabilization again in the U.S. I'm a world traveler, and for the first time in my life, I'm really, really kind of like somewhat terrified about the prospect of leaving the U.S. to travel. Not because every other country is not safe, but because so many countries now that used to love and welcome Americans, they're not feeling us right now because they're like, shoot, we don't know if y'all gonna come over here and blow some stuff up over here next, right? They don't know. So whatever it is, the thing called perception is reality, right? So anyway, all right. So the reason I'm telling you all of that is to tell you you need to control your own freaking economy. Don't depend on these jobs. Don't depend on the government. Don't depend on any of that. You have to depend on you. If you're a parent, I know that you teach your kids, or even if you haven't started, you want to teach your kids how they don't have to be riding that damn old struggle bus like maybe you had to, or maybe you still are. Social Security may or may not be around. You know, they're already monkeying with it anyway because they don't want to give people the money that they paid into it. Social Security is not welfare. You work for it. When you go to work and they take that money out your paycheck and those taxes that you don't even see, that's your money. But because they take the money and use it to pay for other things and what it was designed for, guess what? When people reach retirement age, they don't really have much to retire. And even if you did, it's like the average American gets like $1,200 a month on Social Security. How can you live on that? You know the answer? You can't. You cannot. I mean, unless your house, car, everything is paid and you don't have it. Sorry, y'all, that was my timer. I had to turn it off because I set my timer for 31 minutes because TikTok likes you to go live for 25 minutes. So I would set my timer for 31 minutes. That gives me time to get my little stuff set up. And then if I go, when my timer goes off, I know that I've gone live for at least 25 minutes. So that is a tip for y'all. All right, so go up there. If any of these things that concern you, if any of these things are things you thought about, even if you don't believe the stuff that I'm saying about with world events, um, you still know that you need to take control of your daggone money, your finances, your life. You may have a job you love, you may have a job you hate. I know a lot of people are always like, I hate my job. I loved my job. The last job I had before I started my own business. Well, I always had a business. So let me back up. Hey, if you don't know, my name is Kara. I am a serial entrepreneur. I'm a world traveler. I'm a mom of six, and I'm here to set people free. Yes. I'm here to get y'all off that struggle bus. And I created a multi-million dollar corporation offline, and now I'm doing the same thing online. Only this time I'm able to help other people live their own dreams, their own financial goals. And this is simple, simple, simple. So I'm here to help. Who am I here for? I'm here for Gen Xers. I'm here for the baby boomers. I'm here for the people that are sick and tired of being sick and dang tired. You're tired of having more month to money, tired of living paycheck to paycheck, or maybe you're retired or you're heading into retirement and you're like, it's just I just don't have enough money. You want to do things, you want to go places, you want to have fun. Even like now, my travel plans now. I'm going to Puerto Rico for 4 months next, in April, I'm going to be going to Puerto Rico for 4 months, right? But maybe you're somebody who is supposed to take a vacation to Disney World or something like that, but you can't even do that. And so maybe you don't even want to take a vacation. Maybe you're a homebody and you just rather you want to stay home and do what you want to do instead of going to a job that you may love or hate. Now, I loved my last job before I started my first major corporation because I've been an entrepreneur since I was 5 years old. So before I started my first company that turned into $1 million business, I loved my job. I didn't want to leave my job. I loved my job so much that I got married and my husband was living in Virginia, ex-husband. Yay, he's gone. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Uh, my ex-husband was living in Virginia. I was living in Philadelphia because I was working at the Municipal Tax Bureau of Philadelphia. I was a director. It was tax season. And I didn't want to leave because I'm like, I don't want to leave them in a lurch and they got, tax season. I tell y'all, I left that job and they kept right on processing tax returns. They were not sitting there like, oh my gosh, Kara's gone. What are we going to do? What is we going to do? No, they were like, we love you. We miss you. You're cool to work with. But we still got to get these people's taxes processed. Okay, so everybody doesn't hate their job. Everybody is not struggling for money. Some people are struggling for time. That's a big part of where I was. I wanted more time, more money, more freedom to do stuff with my kids. Like I said, I'm a mom of six. I have my first ever grandbaby now, my little jelly bean. He is 5 months old. So my daughter and my son-in-law have my first grandbaby. So I have five sons and one daughter. None of my boys have wives yet, so they don't have kids yet. Not like y'all know where I'm going. But anyway, so I'm excited to spend time as a GG, and I wanted and to not have to worry about I got to go to work. I can't spend time with him. Da 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 da. Now I don't want to be a built-in babysitter, but I do want to have time with my grandson. So anyway, I'll get in here, find out about this program, Digital Wealth Academy. Go to the link in my bio and put in your information. Look, tap right there where my face is. You're going to go at the top, hit that. It's going to open up to my profile, and you're going to see right under my picture. It's going to say beacons. You're going to tap that. It's going to open up to my sport. Well, before that, TikTok is going to send you a story. You can be like, ooh, look at TikTok, blah blah, disclaimer, yada yada. And you're gonna put okay, open external link anyway. It's taking you to my website. Okay, so when you get there, now when you join DWA, you're gonna get your own website when you join my program. You don't have anything. There's a little. You don't have to do any techie stuff. So that's cool. The main thing you have to do is put in your information for how you're gonna get paid. Upload a picture of yourself. So just like you put a profile picture on your TikTok, you're gonna put a profile picture on your account. They do all of it is done for you, except of course they don't know what you look like, so you're gonna put your picture. They don't know where to send you your stuff. It's your do re mi fa sol la ti do when you make a sale. So you put that information in, right? Um, and it's gonna show you everything that's inside of the program. We have affiliate marketing. You get 85% commission. So the program is 497. Every time somebody goes, yes, get me off the damn struggle bus, or I want some more time. I want to leverage my time so I can have more freedom to do the stuff I want to do instead of always having to just do what I have to. Instead of being a no mom who can never do anything fun with my kids, and every time they ask me for anything, I gotta say no, no, no. Let me say one thing about that while it's on my mind. If you're a no mom, please, 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 for God's sake, or no dad or no grandparent, stop saying no because we can't afford it. I'm a Christian. I'm not one of these fake, well, I'm gonna say, life and death, the power of the tongue, right? Life and death is in the tongue. So stop saying, well, we can't afford it. Oh, I'm broke. I don't got no money. We don't get, because the more you say that, the more you keep repeating that cycle. And so, we're here to break generational cycles, and we're here to help create generational wealth. So if stop saying to your kids, we can't afford it, we can't afford it, we can't afford it, or we're broke, we're broke, we're broke. That's a mindset that I even had like with my kids when we were first starting the company that ended up becoming this multi-million-dollar business. We were like struggling too a bit because the ex had quit his really really good job. I was being a stay-at-home soccer mom for a minute, and I was doing Primerica, which is insurance, right? And so once we decided to start the company, right after we quit the job, then we go to the bank and we're like, okay, well we need to get a loan and da 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 da. And they were like, where do you work? 6K Systems. I thought that's the company that you're creating. Yeah. They're like, no. Why didn't you come here 2 weeks ago when you had that good job paying close to $200,000? You should have come here 2 weeks ago when you had that good job so we could see that you could pay back your money. Why? Because your new little business venture that you think is going to be something is not proven. We don't know whether you're going to make any money or not. So, needless to say, we couldn't get a loan. We bootstrapped everything. And so, what we did was we got the kids, we had a family meeting in the dining room, and we told them what we're doing. And we're like, okay, so we're going to have to save money. How do you guys think we're going to save money? What can we do? What can you guys think of? And they were like, oh, well, we don't have, and I'm talking about Blockbuster earlier, right? So they were like, because we were like, okay, we're not going to have cable. And we still had the internet because we were doing IT stuff, but not cable. So we're like, we're not going to be able to go to the movies all the time and all this stuff. We're going to have to come up with some ways. And they came up, they're like, oh, we have our own DVDs and stuff. We can just watch those so we don't have to go to Blockbuster and we don't have to go to the movies, right? Then they went and they had piggy banks. They were it was so cute. They were bringing their piggy banks and everything. Like, well, you guys we can use our money. We're like, no, no, no. We're coming up with new ways because we wanted to instill in them early that to be resourceful, right? But also you don't just go around broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, or we can't afford it, we can't afford it, we can't afford it. Some of you grew up with that. Your parents who always told you no and who told you that they couldn't afford this, they couldn't afford that, you can't do this, you can't do that. And maybe that's true. Maybe you don't have the money right now, or maybe your parents didn't have the money at the time. But then you saw them buying groceries or paying a bill, and you're like, well, I thought we didn't have money. But of course, you as a kid, you didn't know that. But just want to tell you, like, this is me being a coach and also being a mom. You gotta instill your kids' mindsets to think for solutions and not focus on problems. So we did that, and we're like, okay, what's the solution? We know what the problem is, challenge, issue, whatever you want to call it, is that we need to save money. And I'm on the phone with the mortgage companies and everybody, like, we just started, we didn't, da, 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 and every month, and I'm like, we're gonna pay you next month, we're gonna pay you partial, whatever. And surprisingly, everybody was willing to work with us. Not surprisingly, most people just won't even call, or they won't even see if somebody would help them out because they just in their mind think, well, these soulless corporations won't help anybody, and that's not true. They will if they can, and if they can't, then just be like, I'll take my money elsewhere, give it to somebody who's going to work with me. That's all. So anyway, like I said, y'all need to start your own thing, have your own business, make your own money, get into this program. We're learning how to do digital products, digital marketing. Here's what digital marketing is. It's just the way you find out about any product, service, or business that's on the internet. A digital product is like an ebook, a course, like I'm selling Digital Wealth Academy. It's not an MLM. No, it's not a pyramid. No, it's not a scam. No, it's not any of that stuff, right? Digital marketing is legit. People are making millions of dollars every single day doing digital marketing. Now, here's how you know for sure digital marketing works. Probably everybody on here has bought something online. Whether you bought it from Amazon, Walmart, whether you get your groceries delivered through Instacart, whether you buy food on DoorDash, you've taken an Uber, you bought anything. That is all digital. Those are things online. People are selling them, which means people are making money doing it, right? Well, guess what? Now, as just regular schmegular people, we have the opportunity and the ability to also get a piece of the pie of the money that's being made online. And it's simple. I know it seems like it's complicated, but it's not. It's really easy. Like when I was taking classes a few years ago, I was taking them online at Capella University. That's an example of a digital course. This is the same thing as that. It's the same thing. Everything's already done for you. Like I said, you got to put your picture and your profile on your website that they give you, and you got to put in there how you're gonna get your money, and everything else is done. So when you go to the link in my bio, you'll see right where it says Beacons under my picture, Beacons. It looks like bacon, but with an E before, right? So you're gonna look on the Beacons. It's gonna open up. You're gonna see it's gonna say Win with Kara because I'm Kara, and it's gonna say Win with Kara. I got on a pink outfit. You can scroll down a little bit, and it's gonna show you Digital Wealth Academy. And click on there where it says $4.97. You're not going to buy it. You're just gonna click this. It's gonna open up and show you the website. So I'm working. I want to switch my page so that you automatically see all the things that are inside of it first. But we have affiliate marketing, what's master resale rights, how to make ebooks, how to do this on any social media platform, TikTok, IG, YouTube, Facebook, all of them, Pinterest, how to set up an Etsy shop, how to, we have content for men, like specifically for men, how to do what's called user-generated content. And I was talking to one of my sons last night because my last kids, I have 6 kids, 5 boys, 1 girl. The last 2 are a set of twins. So I was talking to the older twin last night, and he plays like semi-pro basketball. And I was telling him that I'm learning this UGC, this user-generated content, and I'm like, I can't wait to learn it because I want to teach you how to do this. So when you're working out and you have like a sports drink, or you're wearing like whatever kind of whatever kind of sneakers you're wearing, or whatever, you can make money just by making a little short video, and you send it to the company, and they pay you to make little short videos just showing their product, right? We have TikTok shop in here. We have so many different ways. I think there's like 20 something different ways to make income from your phone. You can do this faceless. Faceless is just like, I'm going to use my little shampoo. Oh, let's see your user generated content, right? Now you can do this with anything you own. I got this Suave, whatever this is, that body wash stuff. So I could be like, oh my gosh, it smells so good. It smells so good. Like I could have it where you can't see the label or something. Like it smells so good. You know, it really smells good. Like you guys should get this. Oh my gosh, like it makes you get it up, whatever, right? And I send that, and that's UGC, and they pay you. They pay people like $300, $500 just to do a 30-second little commercial like this. And I'm telling y'all, there's money to be made. Stop acting like there's not. Stop acting like everything is a scam, because I know it's hard to know who to trust out here in these digital marketing streets. But I mean social media streets. But if you want to, then you can. And you'll either find a way, or you find an excuse. And the reason I was telling y'all that little story about when we started the company, and the company still exists. It's Crittenton Consultant. I'm Kara Crittenton. And my ex and a couple of my sons are still doing that, right? Okay. But I left that situation. I walked away from everything. I had my mama, my sanity, my 6 kids, and I had to start all over. Good morning, everyone. I had to start all over. And it was hard, and I was scared. I didn't know what I was going to do. I went to bed hungry some nights so my kids could eat. And by the time they ate, there was nothing left for me. So they'd be like, Mommy, aren't you hungry? And they're like, yeah, I ate a little something earlier. I'm fine. When I say a little something, I mean a little something. I mean a little something. So I get it. I get it if you're struggling. I get it if you're making money, but you just don't have time. Like my daughter's in law school right now, and she's she's gonna come out. She already makes money because she does workshops and trainings and stuff like that. But she's in her last semester of law school, and she graduates in June. She's gonna be making money, but how much time is she gonna have? The reason she's going to be able to have more time is because of the things that I'm learning. That I'm going to be able to help her leverage some of what she learned online to create a little program to market, something, whatever. She's written a book. I mean, the girl's awesome. I love her to death. Shout out to Katie. Shout out to Katie. But yeah, so I'm coming up with ways for my sons to be able to take what I'm learning and use it to make money online. So they have some sort of semi-passive income. And I mean, they have income, but you know what I'm saying, where they're making money from the internet, right? Because why should everybody else? Anyway, all right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. Please go check the link in my bio. Go check out my program, Digital Wealth Academy. If you're interested and you're going to say, this is great, this is awesome. Wow, Kara, I'm impressed. I'm going to get started today. You're going to click the buy button. It's going to show you where the PAYMENT payment, they don't like to say that. Yeah, I hope y'all can keep a secret. But it's just so you're going to go there and you're going to get started and you're going to do installments and you can start with zero down, I think, so like 47. And every time someone purchases the program from you, you're also going to get 422 bucks. So when people go right there to link in my bio and they go to my Bacons and they purchase the program, I get 422 bucks and they get access to it. Now, some people purchase the program and resell it. Some people purchase the program and they learn any of the skills that are in there. Maybe they want to do TikTok shop, but they don't really have a good understanding. That's in there. Maybe they want to do what I just said, user generated content. That's in there. So much inside of this program. If you want to make t-shirts or mugs or any kind of physical products like planners, journals, you name it, how to do it is inside of this program. And more than just how to make it, it's how to market it. Because a lot of people will say, well, you can learn that on AI. I was on a group yesterday and some guy was like, well, you can learn all that from AI. You sure can, but how are you going to learn how to do it from AI when you don't even know what to look for? Not only that, but then you still have to figure out how to market it. So all of this is already built into the program. Rather than you wasting time and energy trying to figure out how to do it all for free 99, right? It's not really free. If you spend 1,000 hours trying to figure out how to do it to maybe make $20, then it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So get in here. Let's go. Again, this is no MLM, no network marketing, none of that. No uplines, no downlines. You don't have to recruit people. You never have to go on camera. You don't have to make faceless videos like I'm making. I was saying earlier you could do faceless, which would be like, I'm gonna just use this clock. So hopefully y'all can see this clock. Maybe you would see a video with just a clock, and then they have the hands going around real fast, and it would be like, your time is ticking away. What are you waiting for? Where are you waiting for? Now's the time. Something like that. Or maybe an ocean scene or nature scene, or you might see the person walking a dog. You see the dog in the leash, but you'll actually see the person. All those are examples of faceless marketing. You don't have to go live like I'm going live. I like to go live because I'm an extrovert, but introverts do this every day of the week. If you've heard of Legacy Builders, I doing Legacy Builders also. Legacy Builders is a great program. No shade, love it, love Michelle, love all the community. But I pivoted, I added this. I added Digital Wealth Academy because I have friends that speak Spanish and speak French, and they also wanted to do programs. And at the time, Legacy did not have Spanish. So now they have Spanish, but they also have French. It seems like 7 different languages. So there's a lot of advantages. They don't really compete to me. They complement each other because they're different models. Um, Legacy is an MRR, Master Resale Rights, and Digital Wealth Academy is an affiliate program. So they're different and they're both great. Don't get me wrong. However, this is very, very, very simple, very, very beginner friendly. All right. So go up there, hit the link in my bio, put in your information, or DM me. Let me tell y'all guys, I will never ever DM you first. If somebody DMs you and says they're me and they're not me, I don't have Telegram, I don't have WhatsApp. The only way you'll get a DM from me is if I am sharing a video uh, with you or sharing a live out with you or something like that. Other than that, I don't DM people first. I'm never going to tell you to send me any type of MONEY where I get paid. Because when people go into my link and they go to my beacons and they see what the program is and they're like, I love it, let me in. Same thing I said. And they pay the money all at once or in installments, whatever's comfortable for you, get in where you fit in. And then I get 422 immediately. I don't have to wait for days and weeks and months to get my money. It automatically goes straight to my account. Okay, so all right, I'm hopping off of here. I hope you guys have a lovely day. I'm gonna try to go live early again tomorrow. I hope that I will be able to have my laptop set up so that I can show you guys around the back office, around the program stuff. But you don't even have to worry about that. You don't have to wait for me. You can just go right there to the link. Like when TikTok gives you a little scary message, you're going to get a link. Of course you are. Duh. That's like, doesn't that make sense? Like, how else would you get to my program? So, all right, have a great day. I look forward to talking to y'all later. Let me say a little prayer for you real quick. Um, First of all, thank you for this day, Lord. Thank you that your goodness and your mercy are new each morning. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for my family. Thank you for all these wonderful people on this TikTok. Thank you, Lord, for everything. Um, and I just pray for all of these people, everybody that's under the sound of my voice, that they would have a good day, that they would see that there is a way, that they would see that life doesn't have to be hard, whether they don't have time, whether they don't have money, whether they're facing any type of medical situation, or maybe their home is about to be foreclosed on, or anything like that, Lord. I just pray that you would help them to get through it. And not just to get through it, but to really, really strive and to really thrive, and that they can see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, that things are going to get better. That even though this world looks crazy and like it's going to hell in a handbasket, you are here and we are in agreement that this too shall pass. And so it's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Talk to y'all later. Bye bye now. See you later. Where's my little button? I actually got my glasses.